Hi there, and welcome to the OMB Law Board. I'm Simon Bennett, Managing Partner at OMB Solicitors, and I'm going to be your host. Today we're going to talk about what to expect and what you're going to get when you deal with OMB Solicitors. So we're largely a property law-based firm, but we do have a number of areas. So property law, commercial law are two of our main areas in which we deal, but we've also got a large estate team who deal with wills, and estate planning and contested estates. We have a large body corporate team headed by Juliet Nan, who is an experienced body corporate lawyer, and they deal with all things body corporate. And for those of you who don't know, when we talk about bodies corporate, we generally talk about the building, which houses all of the people in a residential scheme, for example, would be a high-rise building, and it's the building itself, which is the body corporate. And we'll talk more about that in a later episode. We have a large litigation team dealing with commercial litigation and also personal injuries, and we have a family law team dealing with family law matters. Each of those teams is run by a team leader with at least 20 years experience. So anyone you deal with here at OMB has got a wealth of experience and knowledge to help you through your journey, and they're supported by a depth of strength in their team of really experienced lawyers and support personnel. So it's an all-round experience when you come to OMB. The initial consultation process, and I understand it can be quite overwhelming when you're dealing with a lawyer, particularly if it's the first time. It can be intimidating and you're just not sure what to expect. So let's try and break down those barriers. The initial consultation could be either in person at our offices. Our lawyers may come to you. It may be done online, or you may decide to do it on the phone or through email or some other means like that. We're very flexible. Communication is the key. You need to communicate clearly with us what you need help with and what instructions you're providing to us, and we will try to communicate clearly in reverse back to you as to what our expectations of you are as our client and what we will be able to assist you with. Now that's the introduction, but I know there's some really deep burning concerns and questions when you're coming to see a lawyer. How long is it going to take and what's it going to cost? So let's deal with cost firstly. So there's a number of different ways that we can act on your behalf and assess the cost that it's going to take to do a particular job. Hopefully, in some matters, we're able to provide you with a fixed fee. So we determine exactly what you want, we determine what the work will be involved, and we can provide you with a fixed fee for that work. Other times, unfortunately, we just don't know what's going to be involved. A good example might be a litigation matter, where we just don't know how long or how difficult it will be. It could settle quite quickly or it could become quite protracted. On those type of matters, you're generally going to be charged an hourly rate. So we charge on a time basis, and we will give you estimates of how long we think that will take and therefore what the fee would be. But look, all of these things are covered in good communication between you as our client and us as your representatives. How long is it going to take? Well, again, some of these matters we're able to tell you, for example, the purchase of a home and you have a 30-day contract, it's going to be a 30-day engagement. But on other matters, we won't be able to determine the exact length because we're governed by court times and uncertainties in the process. But what I can tell you at OMB, we will keep you informed, we will talk to you regularly, and we will give you our best estimates of how long it's going to take. The other big thing that clients often wonder is what about the confidentiality? Because the information you're going to deliver to us as your representatives can be quite sensitive, and we don't want that information getting out. Well, let me assure you of this. Everything you tell your lawyer and our team at OMB is 100% confidential. It is not discussed or disclosed outside of this office, and your relationship with us is one of an extremely confidential nature. So rest assured that that information will be kept safe here at OMB. What's different about OMB? Well, when you deal with us, you get the personal service. we like to deal with you one-on-one, and often you'll deal with the partner or the solicitor who's handling your matter in a one-on-one situation. Now, our team will have support staff behind that helping us along the way, and usually there'll be at least 2 or 3 people in the office who know all the relevant information about your matter at any time. So if you're dealing with me and I'm in a meeting or unavailable for a period of time, there will be 1 or 2 other people you can speak to deal with your matter and get an update as to where you're up to. How can you prepare before you engage OMB solicitors to act on your behalf in a matter? Well, one of the greatest things you could do is get all of your documentation or your information together in a neat and orderly manner so that when you come to see us, we have all of the information available to us, which will do 2 things. One, it'll enable us to spend less time and less of your money gathering the information and organising it. And number 2, it'll allow us to get a full brief of all of the information necessary so that we can give you the answers that you've come to us for. Hopefully this information has been helpful to you, and we look forward to you joining us on your journey with OMB Solicitors.